You can see at the top it says 0010 whatever. It's okay. It's all right. All right, because these we'll just share. We're going in. Welcome to the ACDC pregame whiskey freaking podcast. I'm gonna give a freaking right there.
That's the shocker.
Yeah, the shocker's coming because it's gonna be a shocker. It's gonna be a shocker. I'm pumped. Have never gone to see ACDC, but I was talking to a friend who went to the Chicago one last Saturday night, and me and him grew up together, and we were talking about how ACDC was 1980 was Back in Black, 82. You know, you're talking about that was our era of when we were driving around, all the parties that we were talking about, you know, and everything. So, nice, sweet.
Clear
all the
stop.
Parties that we went to. That, you know, I even asked him to come, and he's been a individual. You know, he's been owner of his own business his whole life, but he just recently started working for someone. So he said, I got a Thursday meeting, and he lives in Minnesota. He was gonna, if he was his own company, he would have been here, and we would be going. I wouldn't have had to drag Roxy along. Roxy's coming tonight, but one of the nice things about bringing your wife at this point in the mid.
I'm just the TV.
Yeah, she's a designated driver on a Wednesday. I mean, it's a Wednesday night. I mean, Thursday night. I mean, Saturday night in Chicago, May 24th. Saturday. That would have been pretty cool. It's a Saturday night. You know, you don't have to worry about. And it was on Memorial Day weekend. This here is a Wednesday night, but it is the final concert of the tour. And at 70, everybody's like thinking maybe it might be the final concert. You know, it might. I wouldn't blame them, but so it would be cool. I've always wanted to go. Most people that I know that love the ACDC like I did have gone 2-3 times or whatever. It just never worked out for me. So this could be my first and last, probably last. So I know I don't know.
So now the next go is to get him on the podcast and talk to you and have drinks.
Yeah, get Angus Young and get Brian Johnson on to, you know, talk. Although they released, we were talking about it last night on the podcast. They released Thunderstruck, which is a Ballantine Scotch. Now, I don't know about anybody on the planet, but I really think that Thunderstruck Scotch I don't know too many people who party with Scotch.
Do you think that maybe their preference of drinks is a Scotch?
It could
that's
be.
Kind of why that is.
So that's what they might drink when they're, you know, mellow chilling. That's fine, but you know, today we're not mellow chilling.
We're not doing scotches.
We're pre-gaming it, and we're going to start off. One of the things that I really think you were showing. Let's talk about this bottle of Jack Daniel's, because if there's ever a party whiskey or bourbon
Jack
or
Daniel's.
Tennessee whiskey, Jack Daniel's is right up there with it all. I mean, there's just no way that it's it.
And we got the Eric Church edition. So if you've ever seen the black bottle of this, Eric Church does his own single barrel pick with Jack Daniel's. Still comes out at that 94 proof. And the bottle looks way cooler than the other Jack Daniel's square bottles. So I like the black one better.
No, pour conservatively.
I will, because to be honest with you, there's only like an ounce and a half in here.
But then also, if you pour too much, then you're going to be drinking it.
I mean, I'm really not mad. I'm never mad about that.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you.
That one was a little better, Roxy. She thumbs up me over there, so I feel like I hit it on the mark.
She thumbs up. Thumbs.
She did. I got 2 thumbs up. See?
Hey, we got Randy Ford watching. Thank you, Randy. Cheers.
Randy, good luck today, brother.
Yeah, good luck. Oh. It smells like Jack Daniel's. But it smells like there might be a little, is this a higher proof or?
94.
94. So no, I mean, Jack Daniel's in the 1980s went down to 80 proof. 80 proof was it. I'm going to tell you, growing up, my dad was a Jack Daniel's drinker. And 80 proof whiskey, I don't care what you say. Everybody basically tried to get through it. Like 80 proof was a high proof.
80 proof is good with Coke to me.
80 proof is good. But I mean, when someone tells you that you're drinking 80, where it says 80 proof, you know, 80 proof Basil Hayden, it's just water. I'm like,
it's definitely not water.
You didn't grow up when I grew up.
Right.
80 proof is legit. Anything above 80 is legit. Now I admit 94 for this is.
And isn't Jack 7 still 80 proof, or am I wrong here?
So there's 80 and 90 is what it goes out at. I picked up the 90 proof when I was there in the NASCAR. It was a NASCAR bottle.
But then your square. Oh, see, I got the McLaren one, and I don't know what that is because I've never opened it. It's just been sitting there. But I mean, these ones are all 94 though. See,
Yeah, but these
the
are
regular one's
not,
94.
No,
The
but
single
that's
barrel
a single
selects.
barrel. The single barrel you're talking about, this goes up a notch. Single barrels. So, Jack Daniels is the number one selling off the shelf at 80 proof. It's what everybody buys. It's lost a little bit of its flair, put it this way. It's lost some of its flair recently because of the bourbon boom, in my opinion. There's not as many people just buying it off the shelf as there used to be, but it's still the number one American whiskey that sells by far. Jim Beam's number 2, and it's like 2 million cases behind. One's 8.6 million cases, the other one's 6.6 million. I think it's number 4 in the world, Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
But you're also talking about Brown and Forman, Jack Daniels. Now, when Brown and Forman, they know when they started doing their single barrels, and they started, which were some are totally fantastic. Then they started doing their cast strengths. That was all to compete also, because what was happening is Jim Beam had done Knob Creek and Booker's and all that, and that keeps the base brand going, right?
Yeah.
Well, Jack Daniels thought, well, we didn't have to do this. Then they put out single barrels in '92. I think that's the first year that I ever bought one. And it just wasn't like, it didn't catch on. People did, like, even my dad, I'll bring him all the different single barrels and barrel cast strengths and whatever. And he's like, I still like old number 7.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what
the tried and true for a lot of people. I think it's just back in the day, that's what they all drank. Like, it is kind of what it is.
But see, Jack Daniels for before an ACDC concert, we're gonna go. This is let's get it done right here.
Cheers. Cheers.
Bottoms up. It's so funny. I was taught by my father-in-law how to sip whiskey in a shot to bypass my palate.
Really?
Because it was always so spicy.
Oh, okay.
I'd be like, and we'd be doing shots of Jack Daniels. Be like, he saw my face one time. He goes, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Do it like this. Take it this there, and you go sip it through your lips, and then swallow." So
you don't have time to sit on your tongue.
It don't go through your tongue. It bypasses. It just goes to your throat, and you swallow it down, and you can get through it. But with that one, we just did it, in the shooter.
That was good.
And it actually tasted good. It's like, I didn't sip it. I drank it. It's like, it's what I'm looking for. So I guess
at this point, though, we've had so many different things you want to taste.
When I was 22, 23 years old, I guess I wasn't the man I am now at 60. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't really rip shots anymore. That's not really my thing.
Well, let's go secondary shot. We're gonna let's just change the order for another. Sure. So Jim Beam, fantastic. I mean, they just have done so much, and this is the winter reserve, and it get a little bit of maple from the Jack Daniels, but
yeah, I should have rinsed this out there
just a little bit.
I'll do it next time.
Good.
Dude, look at you. You are keeping it Roxy proof right there. She is thumbs up.
Well, she is right there.
I'm a little heavy.
What? I would like to at the
end. She
said
I'm a little heavy. Look, I'm working out. I'm trying to get down to the weight I was before. I'm getting there, Roxy. I'm getting there.
Yeah. So I would say Jim Beam. We're talking about Jim Beam and Jack Daniels are the classics. Both of them had marketing campaigns that have been fantastic. Jack Daniels right now is going with, they do NASCAR stuff. They do a bunch of stuff like that. They do. I mean,
you know what they're coming out with next?
What?
The label just got approved for their Blackberry. They're trying to compete with the Blackberry crowd. I swear to God, it came out and it got approved, and I saw it.
So there's supposedly all these tariffs happening, right? Mm-hmm. So that makes Canadian whiskey supposed to be more expensive. So I've been paying attention to Canadian whiskey. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the $31 bottle of Crown flavor, it was 31, is right now like $32, $33. But the Blackberry came out again for its secondary thing.
27?
27. So that just tells you tariffs are bullshit.
No, that just tells you that that's a horrible bottle, and they're not going to sell it at $32. Like, it is my opinion.
I said, tariffs are bullshit.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
It's like, yeah, because they're going to sell it whatever it is to sell. Mm-hmm. Whether there's a tariff or not, they're going to sell it to sell it.
That is true.
And the Starlight Blackberry. That killed Crown Blackberry. Now there's some Crowns Crown Caramel is solid all day.
They're doing away with that this year too.
Well, they can.
You know what they got approved for? Chocolate.
Well,
Now they have chocolate coming out for Christmas.
Yes.
I know I'm on top of all the new stuff that's coming.
But what I'm saying is Crown Caramel is a solid flavored whiskey. It's delicious, but I'm not. But I know what I'm not going to start getting on the Crown Caramel, bandwagon because I don't like hangovers.
I'm gonna because I like that with Coke when I'm playing cornhole, and I know it's not going to be made this year, so we're gonna have to pick up what's left on the shelf.
Now this smells delicious.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that's a
vanilla
good
and cinnamon.
that gets a 4 out of 4 on the nose right there.
Smells good.
Smell
I like this one. It smells like a bakery.
That's really.
It's almost like a cinnamon roll.
I would have got that one.
Well, they have a secondary one of these. That's the summer and the winter.
Reserve. What?
They have a white summer one, and then they have a brown winter one. I didn't get the summer one, but I heard it's pretty good.
I'll drink the other way.
Did you like it?
Pretty good.
Yeah. I mean,
Right.
it's $19.
Cheers.
Like, you really can't go wrong with that.
Can't go wrong with that.
No.
No,
One of the things that people might not know. Oh, damn.
that's gotta be-
Colton, we're getting to the Green River. It's coming up. I put your pick in here.
All right.
Sorry, I got to keep up on these. I didn't see.
So we got to look at proofs here. We're two down. What I will say is that Jim Beam is a freaking deal if you're going to buy the Jim Beam line, because they got Jim Beam Black, Jim Beam 7-year. They got
this is 6-year-old and $19.
yeah, but all Jim Beam has got age on it and always has, because they use that barrel to make it's just the barrel is very important to their taste. There's nothing if it's a Jim Beam product and it's less than 4 or 5 years old, it's done at like a different label, like
Old
High
Tub.
Point.
You
You know what I mean?
How old is Old Tub?
Old Tub is bottled and bond, so guaranteed more than 4 years old.
Okay.
No age statements, but I mean, Old Tub is solid.
That is the one bottle. Every time Jeff asks us on the bus, we're sitting there, what is everyone's favorite bottle and bond? That's always my go. I'm like, Old Tub. Like anything under $20, Old Tub. I will continue with this bottle.
Old Tub
forever.
is the most drinkable, but it's their family's recipe.
Is it going to be gone though? Is that one leaving? It's not? Good deal.
It's seasonal.
Okay.
They take it, they put it back. They've done it 3 times now. Just like Jim Beam bottled and bond there for a while. It was pretty good, solid, but they stopped that for a while.
Okay. Well, I was going to say, do I have to stock up on these? Because I haven't kept up on that one too well. So
Okay, I've never had this Filmland. I see them at the festival. I haven't ever even. This is 115.
I feel like we might want to go that one next, and then this one,
Elvis.
and then do this one, because this one is already
90,
yeah. This is 120.
115, and we'll
we should
finish
work our way
as
that way.
yeah. Okay, so
Colton, we're getting there, buddy.
you got water. Let's do water. Oh,
I
you
do.
got to drink that.
Of course I do.
Winter Reserve has
I got
flavors
these.
that would taste really good in wassail. At
See,
Christmas time.
I get it. No.
Wassail.
Wassail, we make traditional wassail. It's a punch, hot punch that's
Ooh, that sounds
got
good.
a lot of alcohol in it.
So are we gonna have wassail on the bus?
No, you
And
just.
the white.
We can't-
It's holiday.
Oh,
it's a
It's
Christmas?
for like
thing,
Christmas.
so-
You got to come up and we'll wassail all. We'll
Yeah.
wassail all day.
wassail.
Wassail stays on the stove.
It's like if we wassail enough, maybe, and you bring.
I mean, I'll still need a driver, but I mean, I feel like that's gonna be fun. Was this on the thing and I missed it at Christmas time?
Yeah.
Oh my God, did I miss this completely and it was there the whole time?
We've been doing wassail since.
Yeah, but maybe we'll do it
together.
this time. You guys come up, okay, and then we'll Christmas carol afterwards.
Oh, I'm down.
'Cause-
I'm down.
Christmas carol.
But that's why you
Yeah.
wassail.
I rode through your front yard last year. It's gonna be fun this year. We'll do some awesome stuff.
Just as long as you stay away from those cornfields in the Corvette.
Hey, that was 2 years ago. I've grown past that. I don't drive anymore. Got a driver now. I learned. Lessons are learned every year. Let me just tell you, something new happens, and you're like, remember my tab? I learned not to do that too. I'm like, okay. I
All
learned stuff.
lessons are learned, right, darling?
Oh yeah.
We've learned a lot of lessons.
Mhm.
It's so funny because this started in 2018. It's 2025. On one hand, it feels like we've been doing it forever, but then when you do 18 to 25, it's not forever. It's not really that long. Some people have been drinking, bourbon. I've had association with bourbon my whole life, but I feel you really got a head start on me.
Me?
Well,
I mean, I started 5 years ago, really actually getting into stuff. I'm
Yeah,
like, I don't like this. I want something else.
Except I'm 60, so you minus 8. I started at 52. What's your starting date? 5 years ago?
44, 39.
Yeah, you started in your 30s. I
Mhm.
started in my 50s. You got a head start like a motherfucker on me.
I know, but now I'm catching up, and I got to like build a whole basement like you got. I'm working on it. I'm getting the thing going, and we're doing stuff.
But
I might buy a whole other house to do it, just to have floors of stuff. Yeah, we're gonna have to, you know what? We can go underground and we could put one of those containers underground in the backyard and have a walkout. How awesome would that be?
So let's hit the Elvis. I mean, this is the king of rock and roll. How can you not? It doesn't matter what it tastes like today, does it?
Not really.
You're the poor. It doesn't. I mean, it really doesn't. I have no idea. Never had Elvis before. So I haven't had any of these bottles. So I'm
kind of excited. Look how light that one looks. It's definitely not a 6-year. I'll tell you that much.
It doesn't smell good.
Okay, so remember when we were telling you about celebrity brands on a bottle?
This is vanilla. There's a ton of vanilla.
Yeah, it smells like a bean. Like an actual vanilla bean when you cut it up, put it into something.
Yeah, and then it's got some weird pepper going on. But it is American whiskey, obviously. It's not bourbon.
This one has the malt funk to it.
100%.
Like the basement. Smells like the basement.
You can smell it. You don't have to taste it.
I don't know that this one's my favorite, but I think the bottle's really cool. I think Elvis whiskey is pretty sweet.
We aren't doing anything today because...
What's up, Ricky? How are you, brother?
Oh, Ricky, what a good life. You guys rock.
We try.
ACDC. So, I mean, I'm gonna do this just because I'm gonna give a tribute to Elvis because he is the king of rock and roll. And without Elvis, this shit don't happen. None of it. That man had to endure many, what would you call stresses in his life. And part of being him led to the end of him. There's no doubt about it.
It's true.
So, I mean, he was always out there performing for people, but at the same time, the pressure to perform is probably what ended him in the end. So I'm not making excuses for what he did, but at the same time, it's...
I'm going to say the deep fried bacon, peanut butter, and banana sandwiches probably didn't have a lot to help him, but I'm going to go that direction as well.
Right. And I also like quality of life when you go to Graceland and see his house. You realize that nowadays your 85-inch TV, and right now I have like 6 TVs in my house, and that's kind of what he had, but they're all like, there was 4
connected
10-inch TVs all kind of put together in the basement, and then he had one 25-inch tube TV, and his stove was an electric stove that for the time period when in 1978 was a like real nice stove. But people's gas stoves and what they put in like a vice, you see Viking stoves in people's houses. People lived with them now in the 90s. He passed away in 78, and in this 2025, almost 50% of the population have better amenities than the people did that were rich as hell in 1978. It kind of puts it in perspective for you. But cheers to Elvis.
Our family has pictures of Elvis that nobody on the planet has. So someday.
Jay, what's up, buddy? I'm gonna end up hitting you up after this.
Boom!
Cheers. We may have to come see you here in a little bit.
Yeah, a little dripped out right there.
Are you just shotting all these, aren't you? I
went with the 3 shots. The 90s are shots. Now I'll do some sipping at one. Now we're going to the barrel strength ones.
I wasn't aware we were shotting all these down. I'm with you though. I'm getting there.
But I mean, I'm pre-gaming for ACDC. What else are you going to do? I mean, it's just like, yeah.
He's so hyped right now. It's kind of like me going to a Joyner concert. Like,
I mean,
awesome.
I've been wanting since I've been. Let's just take 1980, right? So 1978. I'm 14 years old. That's my freshman year of high school. That's the first time I ever listened to AC/DC, and I've not been to a concert. I endured Bon Scott's death. I basically had a chance. I mean, one of my favorite songs from AC/DC is "Marry for the Money." Money Talks.
I don't know that one.
Oh my God, it's just the
I feel like
greatest song.
we'll be listening to that very soon after this.
Come on, marry for the money.
Oh, okay, I know that
Come
song. See, half the songs that I don't
listen
even
to
know.
the money talk. Boom, boom, boom.
He's gonna be a blast going out today.
I am hyped. Woo, woo, woo. No, you guys.
He's like a real big little kid.
No, so the reason why I wanted to come up with you, man, it's like I want to come up, and this is like freaking partying.
I'm
Okay?
down. I'm
It's
down.
like I'm not in podcast mode. I'm not in there. We're not getting in front of
you don't have to be serious. You just do fun
right.
stuff.
We're not going in front of a distillery owner or a distiller or whatever. Where
So you get
actually-
to do what I do every time you see me. Now the roles are changing here. Where it's like, hey, Jeff gets to do that now. I hear you. I hear you. No,
So-
today's gonna be a blast, man. Y'all gonna have a blast at the ACDC thing.
And I told the wife, this is the pregame. Once this is over, we eat whatever. I'm not gonna I'm not paying $27 for a beer at Cleveland Brown Stadium or whatever. I'll just
I'll take you for a much better beer for less than half of that.
yeah, I will switch to beer afterwards because I'm up here with you. Once again, party mode. It's like
I'm
yeah.
down. I'm down.
All right, so we're talking about next. This is a sipper,
So that's Filmland Spirits.
and I've never had it.
They were so nice to write me on the first video that we did for this. I haven't got the other stuff yet. I might have to reach out to the PR people, but we can. They have a new one that just came out with some superhero on it. Look kind of cool.
So what's their deal? I mean, where's the
So-
whiskey coming from?
To be honest with you, I don't really know. It's been a long time since I did this video and researched it.
Awesome.
Nice.
Well, YouTube goes across the world.
Yeah.
Has anybody done any insulting butt jokes?
Butt jokes.
Oh my God! The comments are usually very, very inappropriate.
Really?
Either it's about scripture from the Bible, or it's a Muslim that this is haram, this is banned. You get a lot of that on because it's going to the whole world. It goes to Russia, it goes to India, it goes. So a lot of cultures, they don't think this is something where you got to drink responsibly, and you can't drink and drive. There's no doubt about it. And if you're doing it and you're having fun, sometimes this is today a let loose for me. There's no doubt about it. Jay
See,
Hall.
So it's MGP. This would be MGP. So you know what?
Have I met Colton?
Colton, you did. He's from the Brunswick Barrel Junkies. I have his card. We'll probably call him after this. I got to call Jay after this too. So he gets off work somewhere around now.
Colton? I met Colton when we went over to River Root.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was in the parking lot waiting for us. Yeah, you met Colton. I don't know that you met Jay, but we're probably going to meet Jay today. Well,
I
you
need
are.
to be part of that Brunswick.
I'm working on it. I got you, man. I got you. We're
I'm
going to put all of us together in the room today. So I will make this happen.
Okay.
I got this.
What's that?
Hey, like I said, expect me
Cookies?
to call you after this. My phone's on the TV right now, but I'll call you in a little bit.
Yeah, my phone's on the TV too. No phones.
We
Please
have-
don't call us.
Right. Well, no, it's okay. Mine won't even ring right now.
Okay,
'cause
so it's
on.
MGP juice, which is another whatever, but this is a different spin. I love their labels. They're all
It's like old film reels. Like go down and spin around the bottle a little bit.
I
You're gonna
hope
see
that-
characters on it and it's really, really cool.
Is it Chat GPT?
No, this is actually this came out. I got this 2 years ago, so this is before ChatGPT.
I love
that just came out.
ChatGPT. My wife, she's like, look, and then I had it on my phone. And I started asking it questions. Although sometimes it lies to you.
Mhm.
I was asking about the weather tonight for the ACDC concert, and
Because you're in the open stadium, right? You're in the Brown
Yeah,
Stadium.
Brown Stadium, but I might be on a mezzanine that might be covered. Who knows if I'm far enough back?
Hopefully,
It doesn't matter.
it's gonna be cold. You're right by the lake.
Stop it.
Hmm?
60 degrees.
You're drinking enough, you'll be warm.
Do
You're gonna have to give Roxy your sweatshirt later.
explain to Matt what cold is to me. It's not 60 degrees.
So you're already ready to give her your
So
coat because
our-
she's gonna be cold down here. It's gonna be cold.
So we have this house that's made of what kind of river rock?
Yeah, it's like a brick.
It's like it's made of rocks, okay, and whatever. And when the sun pounds on it, whether it's the winter or the summer, it becomes a brick oven.
Oh,
It just absorbs, okay? So yesterday, it's like 60 to 59, 60 degrees all day, right?
Mhm.
I come home and I'm just sitting there and I'm sweating like a mother. And I'm like, what's the temperature in here? And granted, air conditioner's off, furnace is off, everything's off. 73 degrees.
What?
It's like,
what is your basement though? Your basement usually.
oh
seems
yeah,
pretty
I told my wife
like
after when I came up, I said I really could live in the basement. That's where because that's
it was
where
really
I'm
comfy down there. Yep.
I'm comfortable down there. I don't sweat. It's cool. It's perfect. But upstairs, you got to go upstairs, and
it was kind of well. We also had 60 people in your kitchen, so I
Yeah,
felt
but
like it
at
was
the-
very,
but
very
at
hot
the-
with all these people.
but that was at Christmas. You know what I mean?
And it was
it's
still
not
hot
like-
in there.
It's not like we had the air conditioner ready to go.
True.
We could have opened the door. We went out on the back porch and had a cigar, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. So this one is 115 proof. So this is
Mhm.
barrel strength. We're getting into barrel strength.
It's a good one.
We're gonna say it, Ross and Squibb. I got to keep pushing there. I've been informed that MGP was never the name. It never should have been called MGP. They own like 15 different companies.
Mm-hmm.
They just own some distilleries, but they own way more different things than just distilleries.
They cross-platform throughout stuff because they own a whole ton of stuff.
Right. It's like calling what Procter and Gamble does, like 8,000 different products, and if you whatever it is, they make wipes, and they make this and cleaning supplies, and they make food stuff, and it's like calling the food stuff Procter and Gamble. You just don't.
Right. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm glad you didn't shot this. Did you put water in yours or something? Why is yours so much lighter than mine?
Because there was water in it.
You poured it over water? I put the water in there so you would wash the cup because you said, Matt, we gotta wash the cup. And I'm like, okay. So I gave you water thinking you were gonna drink it.
It's really good with a little bit of splash of water.
Honestly, I know a lot of people that like stuff with ice cubes in it. I don't, but
Fred
that's okay.
from Jim Beam, his favorite thing is Jim Beam with the splash. A backsplash of water. He calls it he wants Jim Beam with a backsplash.
That's okay.
That's just a little bit of water.
Elmer like Sprite and that.
I
So
mean,
it's like,
the man had to
right?
have kidney transplant.
Oh, damn.
So he probably was right his whole life to be drinking it with a splash of water, because then that probably wouldn't have worked.
That's true. Yeah, you got to wash it out sometimes. I don't really drink very much water. That's why when I pour mine in here, I just kind of pour mine out. But I thought he was drinking water. So.
It was honestly, the 115 with the little splash of water you had, it was damn good. But I'm sure this is going to be a lot different.
That's a really good bottle. I was really surprised when we got that. We got that at Evergreen Liquor when you guys were sitting up there at the thing. We finished off what was it?
So in other words, you got that when I got my unicorn?
You had your unicorn before this. Or did you buy that at Evergreen?
Yep.
You didn't buy it when I was there, I don't think, because Koza got the 107 store pick from Evergreen, and I ended up picking that up because CT wanted to buy it, and I was like, I'm going to buy that, so that way you can't have it because it was on the shelf. And that one, and the other one too, the Frank August.
So these are the kind of stories that are awesome if you want to hang with us, because then we all get together, and then you get to talk about all the bottles that we got that you didn't, or they got that I didn't, or whatever. It's always about that, because
you want to have it to share with that person, especially if that person really wanted to get that and you get it. You're like, hi, I bought it and I'm going to take it home, but you could try it. And it's fun to do that, because especially when you have people that have way more bottles than you do there. It's like, I just want to get something that y'all were looking for in this. Let me buy that, and then we'll share this, and then everyone shares everything.
Where's the Scorpion?
Are you serious? You want to do it?
Where is it?
It's right there. I could get it.
No, I don't want to eat the Scorpion, but I would try the tequila.
The mezcal's not bad. It's actually good. It's mezcal. It's straight out of Mexico City. Why don't we finish these ones, and then maybe afterwards? Actually, maybe we'll do a short on it.
She's like, no.
We'll stick with the whiskeys right now. I might. Actually,
is that another bottle? That's your second bottle?
It is. We did finish one.
Who ate the Scorpion?
I actually sent the Scorpion home with one of my buddies.
And did he eat it?
I don't know what he did with it, but he wanted it. So I said, here, you can have it. I have another one coming. So I got another one.
What do you mean? How do you have more coming? Are they just sending them to you and no pay, or do you actually have to
No, I buy them. But
okay.
I have friends that can find me pretty much, This is why you have to have your group of people that can get everything, and then you help them get stuff. They help you, like they go.
So this is very similar. What were you drinking last night that had the chocolate flavor? I gotta remember. What was it? There was a couple on there, and it's very similar.
You got chocolate on Blackened.
This is very similar to Blackened.
I would give you that. This is also
And is
this
blackened
20 proof under
Ross
that
and
one.
Squib too, for the most part.
Could be. It's
Or-
blended in.
I think it
Columbus
started.
or
I
something.
think it actually started as Ross and Squib, but I think right now they might be distilling. I don't know for sure. I'm not saying this, but Middle West
you think
Spirits.
they're up to that? Well, they started in
They bottled
2018.
that. They bottled that Middle West Spirits.
They could be. And Middle West Spirits could be making their stuff.
Yeah, and
they could be
and
contracting
if they are, that will take Black into a different level, because what Middle West Spirits does is fantastic. Do you have any of it?
I do. I have one back in the corner.
I see it down there.
I haven't made it out there. I was supposed to go there for a barrel pick, and I had to skip it because me and my wife we met Randy in Gatlinburg.
So who's doing the barrel pick?
I don't know what I'm supposed to say this
Colton?
online. Yeah, but we'll talk about that after this.
That's why I have to meet Colton.
Well, we're working on that. We're just not going to say stuff online. We'll do this and keep it that way, and then we'll do this afterwards.
All right, for this
Colton J, this is what y'all are waiting
so
for.
Colton
here.
J,
I see
right?
you guys.
Did you guys get to meet Aaron Harris when you went?
I actually asked him if they were doing that, because I said you should call Jeff and he will put you through with some people. I don't know them personally. I didn't go down there. He knows them guys.
No, Aaron Harris is the master distiller for Green River.
Mm-hmm.
He set me up a barrel pick called Cherry Jubilee, and it's one of my favorite. It tastes.
You like that one too?
Oh, it's
Okay.
like it's like.
Let me rinse this out so that way we're doing it. And finish
rinse
your
it out
glass first.
and drink it.
Yeah, maybe drink that one first.
Yeah, don't mix it.
I kind of figured you did that because I'm like, why is yours so watery looking and mine isn't that?
Well, it sure tastes. I will have to say that putting the 115 in a splash of water wasn't what would you say, offsetting.
It does. I mean, to be honest with you, a couple drops of water do amazing things for this. Like I get it. We know where you could get some. Oh yeah, there you go. So if you do like this one, I'll invite you to their barrel tasting. They have a tasting coming. Oh God, is that okay? Hopefully. All right, pour me there.
There we go.
That's fine. Sorry, Roxy.
Then
she gave me the eye over here. I was like, okay.
So no, that.
But look at the color difference between this and everything else we've had.
So we got to go. We went and visited Aaron. Not last Kentucky Bourbon Festival, but the one before, and did a podcast from them. And then we got to go through some barrels. And these barrels, these are the barrels that were. So it was Ozzie Tyler,
okay,
which was throwing out this.
Who's Ozzie Tyler?
Ozzie Tyler Distillery in Owensboro, Kentucky.
Okay.
And I actually had to go there in 2019 to complete the Kentucky Bourbon Trail. Okay.
You did the entire thing?
Yeah, I had the glass.
I'm kind of not surprised,
but
that's super cool. Like,
so
I didn't know you did that.
In 2019, we did a bunch of stuff, and then she had a birth event in Lexington afterwards. So we stayed. We left Bardstown after the Kentucky Bourbon Festival and went to Lexington, stayed there. So on that Thursday, there was a Jim Beam distillery meeting where I hung out with Freddie and Fred, and it was a lunch, and I got to do barrel thieving from barrels and Jim Beam and whatever. But the Owensboro closed at 5:00, and their last tour was at 4, and it was about 2 hours from Jim Beam, but it was in the Central Time Zone. So I was able to leave Jim Beam after this thing, drive there, lose an hour.
Oh, then make it on time.
Tour, and so they had this thing.
Sometimes that helps you out when you can go back and it kicks you an hour. You're like,
so they were distilling good bourbon, but they are also doing this rapid aging thing with this. They called it the Rosie robot thing from the Jetsons, and they had these little things on the side, and they dropped staves in, and they would vibrate it at the same time. And it was
that sounds cool.
No, it was horrible.
It was bad.
Oh, I bought a bottle, and it was not good, and they couldn't recover. They tried to recover. Well, what happened was Bardstown Bourbon Company bought them. Now the people from there have since built another distillery and called it Western Kentucky Distillery.
Okay.
And they're doing that right now and skipping over the rapid aging process that they were selling.
Mhm.
But they Bardstown Bourbon Company called it Green River, and they're using their stock, that all the stuff that's good.
That's
And
cool.
we got into those barrels, and I met Aaron when he went from Barton's to Watershed, and Aaron is a freaking fantastic master distiller.
Aaron Harris went to Watershed.
Yeah, he was at Watershed, and he turned it around with Andemic. Him and
awesome.
they turned it around. Now I'm not going to say Watershed has turned around again since the new ownership and whatever, but I will say that then Aaron left there after Ann left there, and he went to Green River, worked for Bardstown Bourbon Company. Now last year we hung out, darling, at the Don Johnson 80s party at Bardstown Bourbon Company during.
Did you guys rent a white Lamborghini Countach? Did you guys rent a white Lamborghini Countach? Because if not, I don't know. You could have completed your guys' outfits with that, because I saw your outfits. That was. Cute.
I wish I had that. I wish I would have had that. But we were hanging out with Aaron the whole night, and Aaron is just fantastic.
Mm-hmm. I got to meet him at some point. I haven't met you yet.
Well, you have tickets to the festival this year. No, so let's
we'll
just say
we'll have to work
now.
that off after the camera here too, right?
No, we don't even have to do it off camera. Whoever applied that was rejected.
Me and Steve.
Right. You can buy tickets. They allow you to buy tickets.
Oh, okay.
Stacy, you and Steve both know Stacy.
Yeah.
I will contact you. Can get tickets.
Okay.
So you need.
Yeah, I'd like to go. That'd be kind of.
Well, no, you have to go.
Okay.
Because even having the tickets. So put it this way: this year, I've done all the VIP things. I've purchased VIP things. I've had VIP as comps. We've whatever. And this year we made the decision that the festival's good enough, and the media was. But I'm going to tell you, you're going to be in on a media pass, because guess what? We're going to do a podcast with Cleveland on the Rocks from the media tent with you guys, so you can come into the media tent. So
sweet.
That works. You're the guest.
That'd be awesome.
Right. So there's not going to be any problems there. So, but with Stacy, she knows you guys. She looked and whatever, but she said everybody who couldn't get.
I'm pretty sure I filled out my paperwork wrong, because I told Steve that too. I'm like, I don't know if I did this right or not, because there were so many questions, and it said you had to do it in 20 minutes.
She was talking about this year they had to be a little bit more picky, because it's got to be just bourbon, and you are not just bourbon.
I know,
and you shouldn't be. You got to keep doing what you're doing, because I love what you're doing. Because after this, I'm switching to beer.
Right.
But we did open this Green River with Aaron Harris.
Yes.
And
so this is Colton and Jay Spick here from the Brunswick Barrel Junkies. If you guys haven't seen them yet, go on to Brunswick Barrel Junkies. They have a check at the end. They do this. If you guys could drop that in the comments, that'd be awesome. You can put it right there. You can even make it blue so people can touch it. They'll catch it in the bottom of the comments. I think it's brown
sugar, isn't it?
We're most likely going to see you guys after this. I'm going to hit you guys both up when we get done. But yeah.
125.6.
This one is killer. Did you like it?
Yes. This is not a shooter.
No, we got to stop shooting stuff. I don't know that we should have been shooting stuff.
Well, you could just pick anything up there, and I'll shoot the shit.
They're all signed by all the distillers up there who made all those. Mark and Digger, all them guys you see on TV. I have a bottle signed by every one of them guys.
How many times have they been on that?
On what?
Podcast.
Mine?
Yours.
None.
Well,
I'm gonna have to work on this.
No. Let's work on it together.
Okay.
I was talking to Roxy, and I really appreciate everything. It's like I got people on the podcast and whatever, our group, but at the same time, she's like, I was like, you know why I like to go up by Matt all the time and see Matt, and why I have Matt on is because you do everything and the communication and everything with me, and it's like you want to be on.
Oh yeah,
I'm down with that. You called me the other, last night when you came on. I appreciate it, because I was about to do. I don't mind doing
by yourself
the by myself thing, but you sit there and it's kind of pitiful.
Yeah,
but
that's why I was like, do you need somebody to jump on? Let me know now, because I'm about to make dinner for me and Shauna. If not, I'll be on late. But if so, I'll be on time. And then when you hit me, I didn't have my phone, so I came back and I was making dinner. And I'm like, oh shit! All right, let me finish this real quick. I'm gonna jump on here, and you're like, Matt, are you coming? I'm like, give me a minute. I'm setting up.
But Shauna at the Christmas party, after seeing it, has it really been a year since your anniversary when you were at? You said
Savasi?
Yeah, it's been a year.
Well, our anniversary is coming up in November. It's
Okay,
November 11th.
What anniversary were you talking about?
So we had 2 different weddings. We had one on November 11th, and then we had one on the day that you've seen us. God damn, what was the date? I know the date. The date's in my head. It's here. But you saw us on our wedding that everyone else saw. We got married on November 11th, 11/11, because she wanted to do 11/11 thing for Dad. So we did it. We got married in a melting pot restaurant. We had a private room in a melting pot restaurant. There was 6
on
people there.
11/11.
Yes.
But what was the other one?
The other one was our actual wedding date with people. So we had all of our people come to our wedding, but we were already married. But nobody knew we were married, but we were already married.
So you have 2 anniversaries.
We do. And you met us on our second anniversary, and
Not
then we
the
had
actual anniversary.
No, our actual anniversary is 11/11.
Okay, but the other anniversary was now.
It was close it's next month.
Oh, it's next month? Okay, so okay.
It's on my phone number. I have the date set. So I know it, so that way I know a week before. Man, you're really putting me out here like
She
on the
sets
thing.
you up.
What?
Shauna sets you up, man.
I have a lot of anniversary dates.
It's hard enough to as a man to remember one.
I try. We have a first date anniversary that she does. There's a lot of date things that I just save them in my phone, and then I have a week before it tells me,
it's
so
really
I know
easy.
when I can be on it.
It is because it was May 24th.
Yeah.
At the same.
You're gonna remember all these and make me look really bad on it.
No, our first date anniversary matches up with the day we got married because we met.
Dude, that's the easier way to do it because then
we
it's
didn't do it on
purpose. Remember one day. We got so many days. Like I'm like, come on, this day.
So we've known each other 41 years. This year was our 39th anniversary, but we met each other. We had our first date May 24th of 1984, and then we got married May 24th, 1986.
Dude, I was 3 and I was 5. That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
I wish I could have got invited.
He says he's old and he's
know,
talking about retiring.
You guys could have invited me. Like I'd have been a little kid jumping around playing with blocks and stuff. But like
you could have been the ring bearer. You could have been the ring bearer.
And if you had an actual bear, I could have rode that thing out there. Like,
were you born?
81.
So what year was Alex born?
Alex?
Yeah, Balustrade, the ring bearer. Wasn't he like 5? He was born like 81.
Yeah, he was.
Or was he 10?
This is
Jessica was 75.
Y'all do some good picks.
Yeah, she was a 10 at the time. So Alex was 5. He was probably 81. Yeah, so our ring bearer is the same age as you.
Nice.
His mom forgot his socks and he walked down the aisle without socks. Oh
my God, when they put you in them shiny shoes and you don't have socks, that hurts, man. Them things are like hard as a rock. I like slippers now just because I don't want to have to deal with anything. If I don't have socks on, I don't even care. I just put my slippers on.
So he's the same age as Alex. It's just like when me and her, when he was like, when we met in 84, he was just like this little boy. Anyways.
Y'all met me way older with a whole bunch more tattoos, acting like a nutcase all over the place. And y'all still call me back. That's awesome.
If tattoos bothered us, we would like know nobody.
Do you know what's weird? See, whiskey is one of, we talked about this last night after you were probably already off doing stuff, but whiskey is one of those things that it doesn't matter what you look like, what you wear, what tattoos you have, what any kind of, you could be so differently ethnicity this way or that way, and this
doesn't matter.
It opens every door for you to be able to talk to anyone, and it even works that way. And it's not just for us. Like even when we walk into distilleries, they're super nice to me too, and I'm like, this is weird.
My favorite like thing about it is like the black dudes that drink bourbon are they are so like chill, cool, open to anything, that whatever. There's no. It's just like.
You know what's weird?
Fantastic.
I get treats worse in liquor stores because they think I'm going to steal something than I do meeting all y'all and doing stuff with the actual people that make this. But yet people wouldn't even notice this when you walk into different. I'm telling you, like in life, you get treated so different no matter where you are in here.
No, it's all about who you are. It's not about what you look like.
I think in here it's more how you carry yourself, and you're here and you're just respectful to other people, and they know this.
On this level. If you like it for chilling, relaxing, smoke a cigar with if you do that, you're down home, You work your ass off. It doesn't matter how you work your ass off, but you're still working your ass off. And then it's a culture that has nothing to do with society's labels.
Exactly what they want you to do. It's nothing up. This is why I love getting into bourbon and this. Like you can be friends with so many people that you would have never talked to because they look this way or this and this.
I'm becoming
Everyone's
more friends
like
with
here.
my son. He's going to be on tomorrow night, and he's on. And when this first started happening, he was into gin. We bought him how many bottles of gin? Probably 10, 15. We'd be like at all these distilleries, and she'd be like, limoncello gin?
Oh my God.
This kind of gin, this kind of gin.
Limoncello gin's on point, though. Like, I'm not even blaming him for that. Like, I feel like it's killer.
What Kelly Tennille does at Whiskey Thief is freaking phenomenal with gin, but I'm just not a gin guy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I've learned that I have to jump into everything because I have so many people that drink different stuff, and that way I can make sure everyone comes to and drink stuff.
We really haven't really dealt with. I don't even think you've dealt with brandy, but brandy is on point. But you have to find the right people who really like what Alan Bishop does with apple brandy is fucking phenomenal.
I think this is the one we talked about the other night. I need to get one of those.
Well, I got some, so I can. You need to come. I've been coming up a lot. No, you need to come down.
Now it's my turn. Oh, so basically he's calling out you, Steve, when you watch this. Driver, get me to him, and we're going to drink stuff.
But Shauna has to come down, too, because she has to hang out with Roxy that night because Roxy's always upstairs all alone.
Okay. Y'all could do this. And then Roxy will drink tequila with you. She'll do that. Steve will drive us.
Well, what? Okay, so let's get a little bit of that.
Which one you guys trying to try next?
That freaking... Let's do it.
So...
Show everybody the scorpion. I'm not eating the scorpion, but I'll try the mezcal.
You want to open the scorpion?
Yeah. No.
Holy crap!
You got
CT.
me.
Now start talking to CT on this one because he's here.
CT ain't watching.
CT's gonna watch it at some point, so you might as well talk to him at this point.
Well, CT, I'm doing it because I'm here because it's ACDC.
So let me just say, mixing mezcal with whiskeys or tequilas and this,
we're just doing a little
different colored liquors to different colored liquors is not exactly the best idea. But Jeff's doing Jeff stuff at this point, so there you go.
Woo! Look at that scorpion in there. No, that scorpion.
Jeff has been. Well, this is the second bottle.
This is the look at.
It's a bigger one than the last time you've seen it. Do you remember the little one that you guys saw the last time and you were like, no?
So we could eat pinchers. You eat them, I'll eat them.
Here, we're not eating these.
All right.
I feel like tonight's a bad idea for that, but we can try this if you want.
No,
it's a mezcal though. It is a mezcal.
I actually,
okay.
CC's got me into mezcal. I mean,
good deal.
Trust me.
Steve's got all the Fortalezas over here and all the new stuff that just came to Ohio.
On tequila.
Yeah, he's bringing them up. Well, I'm starting to do rum, tequila. We're gonna do cognacs and stuff, and I'm starting to jump on other stuff.
You do?
Yeah, of course.
That's cool.
You just pour out mine.
I'm finishing it out. So it's good.
Why did you pour out mine? What are you doing? We gotta rinse them though. You gotta rinse out. We're gonna. I feel like.
Did I just screw you?
In many cases, it doesn't matter if you drink cheap or expensive stuff. You are absolutely correct, Randy. It just depends what day of the week and what we're doing outside to see what I'm actually going to drink that day. Because
at this point, it's ACDC, and it really freaking doesn't matter.
I mean, to be honest with you, it doesn't. But
there's no sipping involved today. I mean, we shot the first 3.
I actually might pour us a couple of sippers later after we maybe get food. But, this is, yeah. So this one is a mezcal straight out of Durango, Mexico. I get one every year or so, and thank you guys for bringing this to me.
Sharing it with me.
Of course. This is what you're supposed to do. If that was the case, like you're supposed to share stuff with your friends and do stuff. Do you like mezcals at all?
She has no idea. She's never even smelled one.
So basically,
not in my house. The only way I know is because of CT, and it's usually when we're by CT, and she's usually not there.
So if you take a Blanco tequila, which would be a non-barrel rested one, it tastes like they smoke it. So it has smoke in it, and it's just basically like a Blanco.
So it's from a different section where they're pulling the agave out of the earth, but they basically burn the agave while they're doing it.
This would be a shot.
And then they distill it.
And that way it tastes like smoke, and you get this smoky taste through it that's way different than normal.
But there's a
normal
scorpion
tequila.
actually in the bottle, so whatever juices the scorpion is giving off,
Do you want more than that?
That's good.
That's good? Okay. I was just saying, I tried that. You're okay with that size? See, I poured it a little.
Oh, this is going to be...
It's smoky.
Tequila.
It is very smoky. Well, it's actually not tequila. It's mezcal. Mezcal and tequila are two different things.
They're just from different regions.
True, but the way that they make it and they do the mezcals, they're like,
but
it tastes polar opposite than a tequila, though.
Yeah, but what I like, the mezcal that I love.
Holy shit, this one tastes sweet.
It's way different. That's straight up.
Well, the poison from the scorpion probably seeped out, and then the alcohol killed it, and then it's probably in there, and it made it taste like vanilla.
I mean, I'm going to tell you, this smells like a smoky Cuervo.
Actually, you are not.
The
not
Cuervo
wrong.
aspect is there.
But the non-barrel rested one, because it does have an earthy scent to it.
Cheers. Do you shoot it?
Cheers, buddy. I mean, to be honest with you, mezcals I usually do shoot, so I'm with it. You ready?
Let's go.
Ooh.
Wow. Got a lemon? Oh,
I don't. It needs salt with it. That's a little different. It's earthy and different. Every time I try this, it's the same thing. I'm like, I don't know why we didn't do sugar or something with it. But yeah.
Look at the
legs on this are
the legs are spider legs. It turned into
it's like a scorpion crawled up your glass.
Oh my god. That is the coolest thing. They went sideways everywhere like a spider.
Oh, Randy. I can get one of these a year when they come and visit me. I'm not going to say how I get it, but once a year I can get one bottle of this. This is our second one. When the scorpion does come up, they asked me for it the last time, so I said that's fine. I'm pretty sure they break the bottle, pull it out of there, and I don't know what they do, but I want to do a live with cutting it in half and eating it. I feel like that'd be cool.
We've talked about this a little bit from time to time, but your family, his family isn't just nobody. He goes to family reunions, and he's still he does a bourbon podcast, whiskey podcast, beer podcast, and they all are now challenged.
We have 200 and some people. We have a Scottish bagpipe player that plays bagpipes here. We do a Scottish march at our thing. We have all the everything from Scotland, like all the cookies and the different stuff. You have everything from Scotland, like Scottish eggs. You have this. It's amazing. It's the most funnest time ever.
And they say there, if it's not Scottish, it's crap.
We do drink a lot of scotch that weekend, so that's why I was like, this Thunderstruck one. I actually would like to try this. I did look for it, but I couldn't find it.
But that doesn't mean if you don't get it. I'm going to be at the concert tonight, and I'm going to be partying.
Do they sell it there, you think?
I don't think so. But what I'm going to say is, if you get it, that's a podcast, right?
I'm down,
guys. It's just you don't actually have to go to ACDC to drink it. And I definitely, that was one that intrigued me. It looked like it's available if you can figure it out, but you can't. It wasn't like
the way I looked it up. It's available in 5 states. I don't think it's here.
No, it's not in Ohio.
That's why I'm saying. I'm like,
but at the same time, there was another bottle I've always been looking for of scotch, which is Great Odin's Raven, which is basically Will Ferrell's Anchorman. It's the Anchorman one.
Is that a real thing?
No, or is that's why we're called the Scotchy Bourbon Boys, because it's like scotch.
What is it?
You'll see.
Is it actually real though? Is that a real?
There's a Great Odin's
That's a real
Raven.
thing.
So what we could do is ACDC's Thunderstruck, and we could do Great Will Ferrell.
You expect to find two super hard to find things.
They're not hard to find. They just don't ship to Ohio.
They're in the wrong. Well,
I got to ship them to Randy, and then Randy
has a better chance of finding it than we do.
Randy basically we could ship anything to Randy, and that guy is everywhere.
That's true.
We got to do that before he gets his new job, because that'll his new job will just kind of stifle all that.
Randy, I need a date when you're coming here.
Yeah, Randy.
And then Jeff's coming too. Actually, it's on your way to Chicago from what I just heard last night. So we're going to have a thing here before y'all go. And I might be able to come Saturday. Probably not Friday, but Saturday I'll probably make it. We'll talk about that after. I have a whole thing on this.
If John doesn't get tickets, from his brother-in-law special, then why don't you come to Chicago with us? Go to the Cubs game. Because we'll have room.
I think I have an update on the whole situation there.
Because I left last night and the update happened.
Yeah.
All right.
But
All
I'll
right,
do it. I'll do it off of here. So we go.
All right. So everybody, we pre-gamed. I am primed.
We started pre-gaming.
Time.
We're going to continue
2:19.
pre-gaming.
Yeah, we both.
Well,
So-
after we get food. Because
Yeah.
that's probably a good idea at this point.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Remember, check out Matt on Cleveland on the Rocks. That's all you got to do. Put that in there and you'll find it on YouTube.
Yes, you will.
And he does some great reviews of bourbons. He does great reviews of whiskeys, tequilas, anything, and also
Beers.
Beers.
Lots of beers.
Beers. He likes beer. So
I like a lot of stuff.
yes, there's no doubt. It's all everything. So he's almost like Whiskey Thief, a barrel pick all day, every day. He's alcohol all
Anything
day, every
alcoholic,
day.
we could do that.
Anyways, so we're about to keep going and having fun. But thanks for coming on. www.scotchybourbonboys.com for all things Scotchy Bourbon Boys. And also check us out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and X. Also on Apple, iHeart, and Spotify. But however you listen or watch us, make sure you
Don't drink and drive.
listen, like, comment, subscribe,
I missed
and leave good feedback. Good friends
it.
equals good times. Good bourbon, whiskey, and mezcal.
Hell yes.
And make sure you live. Don't drink and drive.
Don't drink and drive.
Drink responsibly
Yes, sir.
and live your life uncut and unfiltered. There's no little Steve-O today because I'm here.
Jeff's
So-
going to take us out with a song.
No.
He didn't.
She was a fast machine. She wasn't. Go ahead.
Wait, who sings that song?
ACDC.
Jeff? Oh, okay.
You know that song,
I
right?
do. I know. I thought it would be funny.
You do know a lot of ACDC songs.
I actually did because they played a lot of them for me.
All you have to do is hit end.
You said, Matt, how are you going to do an ACDC podcast and you don't know who they are? I'm like, I think I know
Right.
some
It's
stuff,
X.
but not a lot.
There, and then